Hi, welcome back. Well, it's always good to have Tom Circle in the house today with the Golden Rain Foundation update. Welcome. I hear you have lots to talk about.
Well, a lot. Yeah, we had our monthly meeting yesterday, of course, and I try to come in and just cover some of the highlights of some of the things that were discussed, some of the actions that were taken, some of the reports that are made. A lot of our meetings, business is people coming in and reporting things that we've accomplished, what we've done, giving updates on projects, and just letting us, the board and the community, know about some of the newer things that we've accomplished.
Okay.
Yesterday's meeting, I was, after preliminary steps, we got an update from the VMSI board. Director Bender gave us an astonishing update on many things that have been accomplished since we began governing ourselves 3 years ago. You know, when we did that, the VMSI board began working with Brad Hudson after his hiring and established a 2020 vision, things they wanted to accomplish by 2020. Well, probably 3/4 of them have already been accomplished, which and this is 2018, which is very, very exciting, how much improvements. You know, I've said many times, I don't use the word change, okay? I use the word improvements. When things are changed, they're improved. And that's been a tremendous, one of the things that has struck me yesterday was, you know, when people used to call, when PCM was in charge and they'd call for requests like resident services, I got a problem. When we took over, there was hundreds of calls that had not even been responded to, just sitting there. People would call in and ask for things and they'd never get a response. Well, I can tell you today that that's totally changed. Today, 93% of all calls are answered virtually the same day or the day after.
That's great.
So we've made lots of improvements in resident services so that when one of our residents have a problem, we fix it.
Good.
In connection with that, there's been a lot of technology changes. Chuck Collins done a tremendous job in the technology department. You know, along with resident services, we now have a system in the field where supervisors can run different things in their work orders, and they know right from the field. They don't have to shuffle through paper. They don't have to sit in an office. They can be in the field, and they have a mobile tablet, of course, and they can check on things and move things around or do whatever they need to do in the field. They can also you know, complete a job. Our carpenters, our landscapers, all of those people, electricians, they can do things quickly, much more quickly. So that's huge.
Okay.
One of the big advancements in our security department, which again has been just doing a phenomenal job, is we've just installed MDT units in our security vehicles. And for people who don't know what that means, every law enforcement agency in America practically that I'm aware of has computerized systems in their car. These are actual computers installed. Officers can write reports from the field. They don't have to come in. They have GPS in them, so if there's an emergency and the security officer doesn't recall what that address or where that is, it'll direct him or her right there quickly to give the residents help that they obviously need in an emergency.
Perfect.
That's a huge step forward. And that, again, connects security with technology.
Right.
And that's many of the things that are just tremendous, and tremendous accomplishments ahead of time. And you know, with Brad and the VMS people, they've set much higher expectations, and we're beginning to meet them.
Right.
It's tremendous. In the meeting, we did pass some things. One of the things I really liked was a service for our equestrian center.
Oh.
When people who board a horse there go on vacation, are going to be gone a few days or whatever, well, they can now, we provide a service that helps them for a very small fee. I think it's $35 a day. where their horse will be taken care of when they're out of town.
Okay, like a pet sitter.
Like a
Okay.
and it seems kind of simple and logical. And why we didn't do it in the past, probably because again the old administration didn't serve residents. We're into serving. This, of course, Equestrian Center is under Brian Gruner in Recreation, and he's been doing just a tremendous job. He's a great young man, a good employee, and he's instituted this program for people who board horses, and it's just a wonderful thing.
Great.
For everybody in the universe out there, pickleball is again on everybody's radar. And just to give you a little bit more of an update, yesterday we were advised again that for the project at Gate 12, bids are out to the companies, and bids will be coming back in I think February 7th, by February 7th. And what staff will be doing then, they'll review the bids and they'll come to our board with a recommendation of who to hire to complete the project.
Now you said February 7th. Do you mean next year?
I'm sorry.
April.
April 7th.
Okay.
I mean right around the corner.
Okay.
April 7th, bids will come in. Staff will take some time to review them through Ernesto Munoz, and they will come back to the board. What I'm probably going to do, since pickleball is very, very important, it's taken us a long time to finally start the project, to rebuild it. I'll probably have a special meeting of the board just to vote on that and issue that contract, so that they can get busy.
Right. If they approve the contract, then next steps are then to get started at breaking ground, or?
Yes, after we sign the contract, then they put together through maintenance construction a starting date, and they usually develop a timeline. It shouldn't take very long to complete the work.
Right.
Once we go through the process of getting a contract awarded, and we're very excited about that, being able to get that done, improve that facility. It's also going to include probably some lighting. Probably half of the courts will be lit so people can play at night during the summer when it's really, really hot.
Right.
And it's going to be an exciting project, and we'd like to get that going because like I said, we've been dealing with that particular issue a long time.
Right. Sounds like you're making good progress on that one.
Yes, we are.
Good.
So things are looking up. We had, obviously we have committees, several committee reports, and the directors who chair the committees reported some highlights. I know everybody's concerned about the buses, and Judith Troutman is very, very busy working with staff to improve that. Talked a lot about the Dial-A-Ride program and how that is improving. A lot of people like that. We have purchased some 2 or 3, I believe 3 small new buses that are like 8-passenger. They're very, very agile. They're small. They can get into the cul-de-sacs, and you can virtually call up the day before, I need a ride, I need this, and they'll come out and take care of you. It's exciting that we'll be able to do that.
Great.
So there's just so many accomplishments and so many improvements that we've made, and it's just terrific. We've made some minor improvements in the golf course, the 9-hole course, and of course we again talk about lawn bowling.
Oh, brand new.
They just had last weekend. They just had maybe 50 to 75 people enjoying it. Our Jim Matson, the chair of M&C, went over during that day and talked to many of the residents, and they were just raving at again how wonderful that project came out, and how wonderful it is that they have a very, very fine court to do lawn bowling. So we're doing a lot of things, continually improving the village and all the GRF properties.
Well, I think a lot of people are super excited. The lawn bowling, the pickleball, we got tennis and golf. I mean, I'm astonished about how much there's to do and how much people take advantage of and really use it. So obviously you guys are working in the right direction because the weather is getting better and people are going to be outside. Today's National Walking Day.
That's
We're
right.
going to get out there and do it.
Get out there and walk. And again, last but not least, it was announced yesterday that staff, of course, is working again with the 18-hole golf club to put on the memorial tournament, of course, that benefits the foundation. And the amount of sponsorship that was obtained last year has already been exceeded.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
we're totally expecting that the revenue that we raise for the foundation this year will be more than last year.
And that golf tournament is May 12th, right?
May 12th, yes.
I'm playing. I'm
Good.
playing with him.
That's right.
We're going to get out there. We're going to raise some money.
That's it.
All right, very good. Well, thank you very much for the information. Always a great time to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
My pleasure.
All right. And make sure you get out there and walk. I don't know how many times I'll say that today, but nonetheless, get out and enjoy your community. We'll be right back after this.